Hello, everybody. It's Dana Sullivan, the Stampin' Chick here. And today I thought that I would do a quick little overview video of something I've been working on the last few days, and I'm really excited about it. I don't want to go into a ton of details just yet because this is actually going to be a gift. And I can't wait to share it with the recipient and then to share it again with you guys once it's completed. But I did think that maybe I would like to do just a quick little overview video and show you what I've got so far. And then I'll do another video later when I have it finished, and I will save that video to post it until the recipient gets it. So that way I'm not going to ruin the surprise. Okay. First of all, I want to mention that the design of this album is not mine. It is one that I am borrowing from the beautiful Kristen Swain. She actually had designed the album layout itself, and I borrowed a great many of her measurements for this album. So I want to make sure that I give credit where credit is due. But I want to tell you guys also just like what I'm using on the album and kind of where my mind is going with it. So I hope that you guys are as excited about it as I am, because I really can't wait to see how it turns out. And, when it comes to things like this, it's so interesting because I always have one idea in mind, and then sometimes it goes the way I thought, and sometimes it goes in a completely opposite direction. But there is a particular theme in mind for this album. Like I said, it is meant to be a gift for someone. So I think that you will discover that theme before long. But just to go over some supplies of what I have used and to show you what I've got so far is the point of this video. And basically, I have the bones of the album done, and I have the basic pages covered. So now is a really good time to show it off because it has no embellishments whatsoever on it. It has none of the extra stuff. Well, that's not true. There are a couple of little pockets I've put on here, but very, very basic. Okay. All right. So to start with, I've used just some chipboard that I had available to make the body of the album. And you can see it has a really nice kind of framed concept going on here. Let me just see. There you've got right about 1 3/4 inches wide, and it's an 8 1/4 inches, or I should say 1 3/4 inches deep, 8 1/4 inches wide, and it's right about 10 1/4 inches long. So it does actually hold 8 by 10 size within the binding of it. And then I'm using Stampin' Up! Products to make the album as much as possible. I will stray just a little bit here and there because I don't plan on using this for any kind of a class or anything like this. This is just going to be a one-time project. And so I'm kind of free to use whatever I want. But I did start out with Stampin' Up's two-tone 12 by 12 cardstock in Pool Party that I was able to use to make the entire outer skin of the album. So you can see there, it's got the Pool Party all the way around it. And then I used some retired cardstock colors because I'm matching the colors of the project to the theme, which will come later. But I use a lot of Pebbled Path cardstock, which unfortunately this is all that I have left of it, and it is a retired color. Um, and one of my favorite colors, so I'm going to be really sad. But the project is a really special one, so I was willing to share some of my favorite cardstock with it. So I'm using the Pebbled Path cardstock for the pages, and you'll see that here in just a minute. And then I'm using a little bit of Pool Party cardstock, a little bit of Lost Lagoon cardstock. There may be a tiny bit of Wild Wheat cardstock and Calypso Coral, because the designer series paper that I used, and I've used almost 2 full packages so far. Thankfully, I had a few on hand, but this is the softly stippled designer series paper from Stampin' Up. And so I have some bits and scraps of it left from the 2 packages. And then I have this one, which I'm trying not to open, but if I do, it's fine. But I have quite a few scrap pieces and some pretty nice sized ones left, so I'm not sure that I will. All right, all of that being said, so far that is literally everything that I have invested into the project, okay? So like I said, I've really not done much else to it yet. It is pretty much bare bones, but it is covered. So let me just walk through it with you, okay? I'm really excited about this. Kristen did an amazing job on the measurements and the style of the album. So going forward, all of the embellishments and everything else that I add to it will be my own design. But for right now, the bare bones of this album are hers, and I really appreciate her for sharing them with me. Okay, so first things first, I have 2 rows of magnets going down the inside of the flap here, and I have them covered with this designer series paper. And you see a set of magnets right here, but there is also a set of magnets underneath the paper here. And I'm going to tell you a little something. When I was putting this together, I had a moment of, I don't want to say stupidity because that's such a strong word, but a lack of reason, let's say that. And I put these magnets down first because obviously I wanted to put them underneath the paper that was going to be my cover. And I just wasn't thinking. And so I put them here near the edge where they really should have gone right about here. And I didn't do that. And so what would have happened by leaving these here is that it would have caught on this area, leaving all of this left open. And so it wasn't really clasping the way that it needed to. And I thought, oh, doggone it, I messed it up. And instead of tearing the paper off and ruining all of this, I've just added another row of magnets. And I did it to this side as well. So they're actually the 2 sets of magnets here, and I put the cover over the top to cover that up. Now I have to figure out what I'm going to do here, and I think it will probably be either a ribbon or something, but just for the sake of showing you and giving you a little bit of contrast here. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I just need to put something over the top of the magnets here to really lock them in. So I'll figure that out when I get the design process going. Okay, when I open the album, and I'm going to see if I can keep it all within the screen here. Okay, on this side, we have a magnet closure here. And so this piece has a magnet underneath it. And then it opens up to show two pieces of paper here. And then I have all of this, and here are a couple of those pockets I told you about. So we've got a pocket there and a pocket here. I will probably put in some tags or some kind of photo mats or something on this part, but this album is meant to have plenty of spaces for photos, okay? Now this side is really interesting. I love it. First of all, you can see there's a little bit of a belly band here, so there's a tuck spot there. And then this panel actually lifts completely off. It has magnets right along here and magnets along here. And so it latches on and holds that section closed. But if I pull it off, it opens up and makes a nice gatefold area here. Lots of room for photos and journaling. Again, I will have embellishments and things like that all over, so it won't be quite so plain. But even now, with it being plain and the papers on here are just absolutely beautiful, I'm really pleased with how it turned out. And then each of the pages, so there's page 1, page 2, and page 3. Each of the pages have a pocket in the end. And so this one just has some nice area here. Again, just the paper covering. I'll come back in and do some embellishing and things like that. But I did put the little pull tab on there to make it easier to grab a hold of. And then on this side, so this is page 1B and 2A. It has magnets that hold it closed, and then it opens up like that. And I'm thinking, I don't really know. Initially, I was thinking that I might put a little ribbon tie on here, but I wasn't sure how it would fit in there, so I didn't do it. So I might do something else, some kind of a little tab or something. We'll see. I don't have anything in this pocket yet. Excuse me, my goodness. I don't have anything in this pocket yet. I will probably do another bifold pull out like this one. And then on this page, this one's really cool because we have multiple fold outs. So, and lots of magnets. Oh my goodness. All right, so this is side 2B. And you've got this panel that opens this way, and it opens this way. And then I put another piece on the back, like so. And then this is the same thing in reverse. So I did change around the papers just a little bit, I think, but it's the same concept. And there's magnets all around. So there's a magnet here that holds it closed. There's a magnet on each side down here that holds the flaps closed. So it's wonderful. It's neat and tidy, which I love. And then this piece is really cool. And I'll have to do something here as well. I may just leave it. I don't know yet. But this piece pulls out and it stays attached inside here. So it's on a slider, which is really neat. And then I have it opening like that. And then the opposite side has paper on it as well. Okay, so there's that one. And then on this side, we have another belly band with a tuck spot. And then we have the back cover. And the back cover is really neat because we have this massive protective flap that holds everything down. And as you can see, I need to cover these pages, but I have a cascading waterfall, 8 panels. So at least 16 photos could be put on here. And then I put this piece in and made a pocket with a little tuck area right there. So there can be more photos put in there. All right. And that's the body of the book. I'm really excited to get it all dressed up. As you can see, it is absolutely fabulous already. And I really think that the recipient is going to love it. I'm really excited to get it put together and show you guys again what it looks like with all of the things completed on it. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. So thank you all so very much for watching, and make sure that you stay tuned on whatever platform you're watching from. And I will make sure to come back later and do another really fun video that has a lot more detail with all of the little goodies and embellishments done on the album. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for just a little bit today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that I will see you again on another video soon. Until then, have a wonderful day, and